Hello everyone and welcome back to Foundation, to the end of the midwinter fast. So I just let the game run because there's really nothing I could do during that period of time. And yeah, how do we get out of it? Well, with 0 Gs, 0 berries, well, almost 0 beer, the textiles, the common clothes dropped by 100 from over 100 to 22 only now. No more boars that we have, no more milk that we have. We are already down 1,400 coin. So we lost around 4,000 coin during that fast. Really crazy. It is crazy. It is over though, so people should get back to work now. The streets are busy once more with little settlers that we have, and hopefully people start purchasing again, and hopefully we actually get back on track there with that. We do have enough fish though. That's thanks to importing that, right? So the fishermen, of course, were not working. They are working again now. But it really dropped everything, and just with a bit of trade we were able to stay afloat there with the food. It's really strange though. I mean, everyone really stops working, no longer produces even food, so the whole village basically almost destroys itself on purpose every winter. Really strange stuff that is happening there. No idea how you can come up with that logic. Now, what we can definitely continue now here as well, as we can see already, is the construction of the quarries over there or the mines that we have for the marble and the quartz. That's the next production chains that we have. And also the polished stone, the next stonemason hut that is almost finished. There it is, and we can now assign a new stonemason to that, because we have lots of stone anyway. That's important. Money is going up again. Perfect. So at least there is something positive happening. And this, oh, by the way, this wheat farm here has now enough green areas, we can see, to really paint its crop fields everywhere its crop fields basically, everywhere that it wants to. So that's another positive aspect that we have there. We do have 4 unemployed people. Let's just check. Is anyone not building or working yet? A blacksmith we can assign probably died because of food shortage, because he didn't want to work anymore. And a forager is missing. Very important to get the berries up there. We have 4 gathering huts now working, all getting the berries here. Right, so these bushes are powered by a god. It's insane how much berries they give away. And as we can see, it's barely helping. Fish is still really fine, bread is fine, so these two are very important, that at least people get some food. Beer is completely out. That's also because the wheat farms were not working, so hopefully the beer goes up then again. Now, we have the polished stone. I would like to continue construction of my church there as well, with this second big tower that we have over there. So they're looking at each other. It's actually not costing that much. Is that on par? I think now it is. Yeah, now it is. It's also getting a cross on top of it, of course. There you go. And then we could still go with these extensions there on the back of it. So one here. It's still not that expensive, so it's all affordable. And one here. And then we probably could have... we could have the tower within, or a bit further in the front then. Something like that. Alright, let's go ahead and have this construction now. It's not that expensive. Perfect. And then it's all about these mines over there. So everyone that is joining right now will be working then here. Quartz deposit and marble deposit. And there's still one more thing that we need then for that. And that's the glass maker. The glass smelter, there it is. Quartz and coal for glass. The next production. It very strangely doesn't affect the attractiveness of the area. So we could have it a bit closer to people. Either in here, right? Yeah, we do have still some room in here. Let's go ahead, and it doesn't do anything bad, so there you go. Being then popped right into this area there for the glass that we're going to need. Perfect. Very good. There is our quartz smelter or glass smelter. We can assign 2 people to that already, that we have the 0 unemployment. Of course, they don't work yet, but at least they're not unemployed, which is probably even worse than that. So they're just going to wait now for the quartz then to come in. By the way, I haven't even looked. Could we theoretically get quartz into our city with... I mean, we could also just import glass. It's not that expensive, and money is really not a problem. We cannot import quartz though, unfortunately. We could get some honey in, but that's it. right? So no quartz. We really need to get it ourselves. Lucky we have this deposit here. That is almost halfway through. The marble takes a bit longer. That's fine. By the way, we had 8 unemployed people, so I've also assigned all of them now to transporters. We are full on transporters now. Lots of transporters, so I can reassign them later once we need them. These transporters then. The church is coming along, so we have all the resources already, as I can see. And yeah, it's just about building that now, as this big building is coming along. And I'm so looking forward to my glass window up there then, as the final topping for this church, really. There it is. Finally, also quartz deposit has been finished. Let's assign 2 people to that right away. Unfortunately, I think we don't have a spot here for a second quarry, so we really will have to do with just these 2. I hope they produce enough quartz that we can use to produce enough glass. But as we can see, both of them are now popping up down here in my resource tracker. The quartz and the glass. We, by the way, have 15 gems. So for every quarry that we have, for every mine that we have, there's a chance that we produce some gems out of it, right? And the more mines that we have working, the more gems we get. And we might use these gems then for some jewelry that we could also get out of it. The wooden keep finally has also finished its last construction for now, so it's looking a bit more proper, coming along there nicely. And with that, we also have some more extensions available again. And yeah, let's just use it for the treasury. 180 there, and I think here the extension 120 more coin, and that's pretty much it. This one is full now. And we also have room for 4 more soldiers if I want that. So 6 we have right now. Depends on how many unemployed villagers we really have. We are also going to need some monks then pretty soon. So that's that working here now. By the way, I've got a lot of thefts once more. So let's just check why that is the case. There we have still low security for some reasons. The rest is looking fine though. But here there is really low security. These towers are not the best security wise, so I might actually get us a bigger building up here for the security. We could have a keep, which is not so bad really. Having a keep somewhere here makes sense, or a constable keep, which is an even bigger building, or a constable keep, this one that I like a bit more. I think we're going to have this one here. We definitely need it. Security ratings need to be high, especially here close to my proper industry. We could probably squeeze it in here. We do have some path there. Even though close to farm. Does it make sense? Tricky. Not that much space anymore in here. And visibility is also really bad. Let's have it here. Let's have this one here, because we really do need more security. There's a lot of thefts going on in this area. And my soldiers are not enough. We have 6 soldiers. I do have them assigned already on some patrol points that we could have, right? So patrol point, make one here as well for this one. There's already one for this area. And let's also patrol over there. This really should do a bit more. More villagers joining. Ooh, that's lots of people once again. Dairy farm and the fisher hut. 2 people at least. And I might also assign 2 to soldiers. 2 more. We got 8 soldiers now at the keep. These people will also need a sword. Swords we have plenty of. Fantastic. And I think, is it true? Yes, the church has been finished. Once more, the next modules are finished. That was really quick. As the church is coming together nicely there. And also the first quartz is coming in, by the way. Good to see. And this church can hold up to 46 people for now. So that's at least something. It's also really time for this winter to finally end. The winter is really hard on our income there. Oh, marble deposit has been built. Perfect. So we can now assign 2 miners to that and start with the marble production. And as we can see, wheat is really out all the time now, basically, which also leads to low beer and low bread supply. Cheese is also low because of the milk. That's all because of winter, because all my income of my raw materials like wheat, berries is reduced by 20%. And also the satisfaction level of my villagers is increased a lot, or the time it needs for them to replenish their satisfaction, right, is reduced. So they need to consume more if they want to stay happy. We have 64% happiness. I was projecting around 60% by the end of winter, so we are holding up to that. Ah, goodness, there it is. We are in spring once more. The fog is gone, the snow is gone, it's looking a bit friendlier again, and hopefully things are starting to improve now for the income here. Also, the church is looking much better. By the way, glass is coming in. It is really, really ramping up its production now. There are quartz and glass, and this means one thing and one thing only. I can have now my stained glass. Costs me 10 glass. That will have soon to finally build this one on top of it too. And we also get marble now in, by the way. There it is, the first marble. And this one also leads now to some proper looking ornaments that we can have. So up on the... Oh yes, this is actually for up here. What is it adding, by the way? Some labor splendor points that we can have there. That's some interesting ornaments. Oh, there's more. 100 glass this one costs. Probably can have that on the sides. No, I can't. On the back I could have another glass. This is actually adding 10 splendor points for the church if I want that. Lots of interesting new possibilities here. Let's start with this glass window there first, because we almost have all the glass for it. And this will be a final piece there to the church that we still needed. For the window, I need one more resource, and that is stained glass. We have glass for now, but no stained glass. So I can add now another extension to my builder workshop that we're going to have over there. And this will allow us to make this stained glass. That is pretty important. Also, lastly, up here we have the next territories. We have enough money again, so let's purchase this one, and this one. 3 more territories in our control. And it's basically now the area where I would like to have my monastery. A bit further outside perhaps. Also, it's not perfect for transportation, of course, but it's still perfect for the looks of it. And there, up here, I'm now founding a new big monastery. Costs me windows, or glass actually, lots of polished stone, as we can see. And well, we can expand this one quite nicely then if we want to. Something like that up here on this hill, where basically no one gets except us. There's also an abidan that we could, for example, add to this one, I guess, on the back, if I need to. And also, really, we have lots of beautiful expansions then for this one, the cloister center. Yep, that we could have for a proper garden. This is so expensive though that I'll probably keep it with one for now. Right, and we do need a proper door then, proper entrance here. What else do we have there? These ones, oh my goodness, we can make a lot of stuff here. Let's add a cross up there as well. But it's so expensive. The herbs gardens, there it is as well. And I think that we have, yep, our wine production. So I can have, it's a whole like a whole new village, right? We have the town center, and then we can have the vineyard, for example, together with the winery then. These are buildings, and also produces honey and wax if we want that. So that's lots of stuff. Let's start with the basic. That costs me 120 polished stone, 60 planks, 10 glass there as well. Already that's going to be a massive production construction, so it's going to take a while. And this is the final big building that we have then on top of that. And then all the 3 hills basically have big monuments. Meanwhile, this has been finished. Unhappy bakers. The guildmasters at a local bakery was found to have mistreated many of his workers. We have punished the fool, but damage is done. Morale is low, and we will find it difficult to attract talented apprentices for this profession. Yields of bread are decreased by 20%. Why are you so mean to me, Foundation? Why are you so mean? Now that we have the builder assigned, he consumes now tools and glass and makes paint or stained glass out of this. Not tainted glass. Stained glass he makes out of that. And this one we'll need for the church then. Also, glass we need for the monastery. So glass is in high demand for now. The latest building material that we have, and the quartz is not really coming in quickly, as we only really have one there. Oh, yeah. And the miners are leaving there. I guess because it's so far away. No idea. Happiness at least is going up again from 60 to 74. And further increasing then. We have, by the way, 180 milk. We are totally full on that. I'm thinking about assigning milk to the market. Let's do this. And have the market tender work on it. So we can sell milk directly as well. Perhaps this is working. We just need to get the milk now, I guess. Oh, bread. Bread and berries. Looking really grim. And while the monastery reaches its next milestone by having now the first resources in, and almost all of them really, so stone, polished stone especially, is filling up quicker than I thought. There's still some more normal stone coming in, and then the glass there. And while this is happening, what we also have, over 200 people. So another major milestone for the village, 200. We basically are now a big medieval city. Right, because medieval cities usually weren't really big, and this one is already a nice size that we have for all of that. Let's just check the market again. I think there's still no milk coming in. Can we actually sell milk? At this point, I'm not entirely sure anymore. It is assigned, the market tender has the milk assigned to it as well, and there is the granary that should have the milk then too. Or do we not have milk in the granary at this point? That might be the case actually. There's the second granary, there's no milk in there. Yes! This was the problem, right? So now this granary has the milk in it. It should store it then and get right to the market, because we're making so much milk and it should be really there for selling as well, especially since bread is struggling right now because of the low wheat income and because of the penalty that we have of 20% to my bread. This will be pretty important. By the way, we should, in the process, 2 more villagers, we should probably purchase bread while we have that penalty active. It's only 20 really for 1 bread, so it's really cheap. Somewhere here it should be. There it is. Actually, we're selling bread right now. Let's purchase it up to 100 now, so that we at least have a bit of that. No milk in yet, so please hurry up there with the milk. Another problem, and that has happened quicker than I thought, is wood. We are out of it, and the lumber camp also cannot find any more wood. Look at that. All the extraction zones are without wood at this point. Let's go ahead and have some more trees here. For this area and this area, we can also completely chop down still. But holy cow, that happened really quickly now. There's also almost no trees in this area. And here the hunting grounds. Then they would be without hunting grounds, right? Let's get rid of a bit more wood here. And then we need to do the reforestation process. We could already start with that here, so that there's a few more trees coming up, because we don't need that much grassland really, as I think we're pretty much done with the farms and cows for a longer period of time. I think we cannot really sell milk at the market, as it's not being taken up by a granary or the market itself. So I think we really need to make cheese out of that. And since we have so much milk, it's best advised to just go for another cheesemaker. We have the dairy farms over there. There's already 1 cheesemaker. It makes sense to me to add a second one to this whole area there. Let's just see that we can have this one nicely in here. Perfect, there you go. For a second one. And by the way, promotions are available. Let's promote my people. We do have the coin for that. And that will lead to more houses being built than here, right? Desirability is high. And yes, as we can see, there's already the next house being popped up. By the way, actually, wait a second. This area here should be, of course, not for residents. Story pals. We are going to have a nice little plaza there, or park. So let's get rid of this house again. He will need to build somewhere else. Plenty of space that we have around it. Speaking of space, we have, of course, the church to work for. So let's have a wall. Let's have a proper iron wall around the church then. So the wall starts basically here at the entrance and goes then all around it over here up to this point. And then behind the church. And then all the way down here again to the entrance. Right, so there we have a proper surrounding now for that church. It's a bit confusing right now with the paths. Most of them should disappear again, right? So if there's no one using it for quite some time, the path should disappear again. And then we have the paths here. This one is being used right now, but this one here should be used then as well. We could have a market here, another one if we want to. For now though, I would like to add some more decoration then within the church itself. So the church gardens, more or less. Some proper trees that we could have here on the back, for example. And also on that side. Right, so that we have some trees surrounding it. These trees are not being chopped down. That would be a real shame. We could also go ahead with some bushes. that we have on either side. There you go. And probably, what else do we have? Some normal trees, so these ones here. 2 on either side as well. Not that many decoration options, unfortunately. We have the arch. We could have that. Yes, perfect. We can have the arch though here. So this is for the church gardens, right? On either side. Very good. This is actually working out nicely, right? So this is kind of like the entrance to the church grounds. And we will just think about more things then in this area as we unlock more. There's more buildings now popping up. Perfect. So that's for this whole area. Coming up. The cheesemaker is coming up. Fish is looking fantastic, really. It's totally down with the wheat, though. It's like we are not having any wheat at all. Right, I hope this crisis is over there soon, because we need more wheat. Sure. 200 people, so far so good. We're waiting now on the monastery to ramp up its construction there, and also, of course, all of these buildings here, and then we continue. Stay tuned.